Today we're talking about writing linear equations in point-slope form. The point-slope form of a linear equation, or the point-slope form of the equation of a non-vertical line that passes through the point xy with slope m, is y minus y sub 1 equals m x minus x sub 1. So right here, this is the formula, where m is the slope, and that ordered pair that it's talking about is labeled x sub 1, y sub 1. So this is the third type of equation of a line we're talking about. We had already talked about y equals mx plus b. What is this called? Slope-intercept form. And yesterday we talked about standard form, ax plus by equals c, where we use the x and y intercepts. And today we're talking about point-slope form. So we're using a point and we're using the slope. If we have to graph y minus 5 equals half times x minus 2, this equation right here is in point-slope form. So our formula would be y minus y sub 1 equals m x minus x sub 1. In the definition, we saw that x sub 1 and y sub 1 is an ordered pair, and m is the slope. So we can point out the ordered pair by looking at our y sub 1 and our x sub 1. X sub 1, y sub 1. That means that the x in the ordered pair would be 2, and the y in the ordered pair would be 5. We also know that m is the slope. That means that the slope is 1 over 2. So if we want to graph this line, we can start at ordered pair 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from here use the slope 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And in the opposite direction, 1. If we have to graph y minus 5 equals negative 2/3 times x plus 2, this equation is in point-slope form. Okay, I'm going to write my formula. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. We're going to come up with our ordered pair first. This is going to be our x sub 1 and our y sub 1. So my x sub 1 is going to be, my y sub 1 is 5. X sub 1, in this case, notice that the 2 has a plus sign where the formula has a minus. That means that x sub 1 is negative 2. Because how do you make that minus sign into a plus? There has to be 2 negatives. And the slope will be negative 2/3. Having the slope and the ordered pair, we can start graphing. So we're going to start at ordered pair x sub 1, y sub 1, which would be negative 2 and 5. And use the slope, negative 2 over 3. Write the equation of the line with slope negative 3 that passes through the point negative 1, 7. So the point slope form is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Did they give us our m? Yes, the slope negative 3. Did they give us our x sub 1 and our y sub 1? So what are we going to do? We're going to substitute in the formula. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to say y minus, this is a minus, y sub 1, which is 7, equals to the slope m, negative 3, times x minus negative 1. What happens when we have two negatives? Positive. So y minus 7 equals negative 3x plus 1. Write the equation of the line in point-slope form and slope-intercept form for the line that passes through 2, 3, and negative 1, negative 5. So point-slope form was y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay? The only thing we're given are 2 points. In both equations, we need the slope. So let's start by finding slope. Slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So this x1, y1, x2, y2. Does it matter which ordered pair is ordered pair 1 and which one is ordered pair 2? It doesn't matter. So let's substitute. Negative 5 minus 3 over negative 1 minus 2. Negative 8 over negative 3, which equals 8 over 3. Are we okay so far? This means that this is our m. So let's start by writing our equation in point-slope form right here in blue ink. I'm going to rewrite it. Y minus y sub 1 equals m x minus x sub 1. In order to get this equation, what do we need? We need our x sub 1 and y sub 1, which we already labeled, and we need slope. Do we have that information? Yes. So all we're doing now is substituting. Y minus y sub 1, 3, equals slope 8 over 3 times x minus 2. This is our equation in point-slope form. If we need to write our equation in slope-intercept form, which was the next part of the problem, we need to change this format. So I'm going to rewrite point-slope form. Y minus 3 equals 8 over 3 times x minus 2. For me to change it to have y by itself, I need to start by distributing 8 over 3. That means y minus 3 is equal to 8 over 3x minus 8 times 2, 16 over 3. So far what I've done is I've distributed 8 over 3. Now we need to take minus 3 to the other side, so I'm going to add 3. What you do to one side of the equation, you do to the other. So y equals 8 over 3x plus 7 over 3. What's another way to write this so we can change the improper fraction to a mixed number? What's the mistake here? What am I missing? The negative sign. 16 is a bigger number and was negative, so don't let that mistake happen to you.